If you show up to work sick, you're expected to work through it or take a day off without pay. Your 9-to-5 job is costing you way more than you think. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about time, energy, health, dreams, and the freedom you'll never get back. If you think you're playing it safe by working a job, you might actually be paying the highest price of all. In this video, I want to share some scary facts about the 9-to-5 and why you should not rely on your job to make you rich. Let's begin. Your 9-to-5 job is making you poorer every single day. I know this sounds dramatic, but let me explain. 1. Salary is fixed and limited. When you have a job, your pay is set. No matter how much you grow, learn, or improve, your employer won't increase your pay. If anything, they may reduce your pay if you are not adding enough value to their business. On top of that, inflation will slowly erode your buying power. So even if your salary increases, it may not keep up with the cost of living. If you've ever experienced this before, let me know in the comments. Back when I worked at a company, my salary remained unchanged for over 2 years. While inflation was increasing the cost of everything around me, it made it difficult to maintain my standard of living. But there's hope. It's important to keep learning and improving. I discovered a great book called So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. It taught me that by developing rare and valuable skills, you become indispensable to employers, and they'll naturally want to pay you more. 2. Your job income is taxed the most. Once you have a job, you must understand that any money you make from a job is taxed the most. In fact, the IRS considers employment income to be the highest priority for tax collection. And that's simply because there are taxes automatically deducted from your paycheck. As an entrepreneur or investor, you have more control over your taxes. So as soon as you have another source of income other than a 9-to-5, you need to find ways to minimize taxes. Otherwise, taxes will eat up a large portion of your income. 3. You're capped in terms of income potential. When you work a job, you are capped in terms of your income potential. The amount of money you make depends on your employer. Whether or not you receive a bonus is entirely up to your boss. Plus, you'll be competing against others for a slice of the pie. If you want more money, you'll have to ask for a raise or switch companies. But remember, there's only so much money to go around. You're just trading your time for money. Imagine if you could make money without trading your time. And now let's talk about the real hidden cost of working a 9-to-5, which is that you're wasting your time, energy, health, and dreams. No one time theft. Do you realize how much time you spend working? When you factor in the average commute time of 50 minutes each way and the time spent getting ready and eating lunch, you're spending about 10 hours per day on your job. Multiply that by 260 working days a year, and you'll see that you spend almost 3,000 hours a year working. To put this in perspective, consider that there are only 8,760 hours in a year. In other words, you spend roughly 1/3 of your entire year working. So if you're spending so much time working, how do you find time for your relationships, hobbies, or personal growth? The impact of this becomes even more significant when you realize that a recent study found that employees waste almost 11 hours every month dealing with a negative work environment. These numbers are staggering. We're devoting almost a quarter of our entire lives to our jobs. It's essential to question whether it's truly worthwhile. Are you dedicating your precious time and energy to something that aligns with your values and aspirations? No to energy drainage? Working a 9-to-5 job can be mentally and physically draining. Let's face it, some days you just don't feel like working. However, you have to do it regardless. Whether it's dealing with challenging coworkers, long hours, or a lack of recognition, these factors contribute to a sense of burnout. A recent survey by Microsoft revealed that 40% of workers worldwide experience burnout, with 32% feeling more burned out since the pandemic. Additionally, 12% even admitted to taking time off to recover from work-related stress. If you're currently experiencing this, please prioritize your well-being. Take steps to recharge and restore your energy. Consider activities like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking breaks to refresh yourself. Your mental and physical health is crucial and should not be overlooked. Burnout can have serious consequences, leading to decreased productivity, strained relationships, and a decline in overall quality of life. Therefore, it's essential to take proactive measures to combat burnout and maintain a healthy balance between work and self-care. Number 3. Compromised health. A job can often lead to health issues, especially if you spend long hours sitting at a desk. This sedentary lifestyle can have detrimental effects on both your physical and mental health. Research by the American Heart Association shows that prolonged sitting can increase the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Moreover, job stress can also contribute to hypertension and anxiety. For instance, studies show that chronic workplace stress can elevate blood pressure and increase cortisol levels. Furthermore, sleep deprivation resulting from a demanding job can disrupt hormonal balance and affect immune function. There's even evidence that work-related stress can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses. At best, poor health means frequent sick leaves and reduced productivity. At worst, it can mean a shorter lifespan. So if you are unhappy with your current situation, it may be worth considering alternatives, such as freelancing or starting your own business. These options can offer more flexibility and autonomy over your work schedule, allowing you to strike a better balance between your professional life and well-being. Remember, your health is your greatest asset, and it should not be compromised for the sake of your job. Number 4. Lost dreams. Many individuals who work a 9-to-5 job often find themselves sacrificing their dreams and aspirations for the sake of stability and security. Day after day, they trade their time and energy for a steady paycheck, allowing their dreams to fade into the background. However, this pursuit of safety and routine can have unintended consequences. When you suppress your dreams, you open yourself up to feelings of regret and dissatisfaction. You might start to wonder what could have been, as you envision the possibilities you've left unexplored. Some people may try to compensate for this by pursuing leisure activities or material possessions, but these things can only provide temporary distractions from the nagging feeling that you've settled for a life that does untruly reflect your aspirations. It's crucial to recognize the importance of pursuing your dreams and passions, even if they may seem risky or uncertain. By doing so, you'll discover new opportunities, unlock your full potential, and lead a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Remember, settling for a job that doesn't align with your aspirations can lead to a life filled with regrets. Instead, embrace the uncertainty, pursue your dreams, and embrace the unknown, as it holds the key to a more exciting and rewarding future. In conclusion, don't fall into the trap of relying solely on your 9-to-5 job for your financial success. Recognize that your job is not inherently bad, but it can be dangerous if it's your only plan. The real hidden cost lies in giving away your freedom, your health, and your dreams. Breaking free from this cycle is possible, and it starts with investing in yourself. Learn, invest, build, and create something that brings you financial reward beyond your job. Take the first step towards financial freedom by signing up for a free account. The earlier you start, the faster you can escape the trap. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think are the hidden costs of a 9-to-5 job? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.